It is important you understand it. Something accurate that God said can stagnate you for life if you don't understand it. One time, are you with me? In the middle of what I would describe as a season of stagnancy, I had a dream. Because, it is very easy to believe that you are a David until you know what it feels like to be an Eliab. So, I was going through a very dry season. Then I had a dream. In that vision, then I was serving as a pastor in the Redeemed Christian Church of God. So I had a vision that many of us were on queue to be ordained in camp. I need to describe this vision in the most graphical way. Please, those of you in front, please form a queue. Quickly. You say that thing has never happened before. Today is the day. Oh yeah? Yes, at the back, like that. Back, a long queue. So, this was what I saw in my dream. Okay? Baba was standing here. And please come, the next person, and he will pour the oil, ordain the person. Power of the Holy Ghost. Go back to your seat. Then he will come to the person, pour the oil, ordain the person. You go back to your seat. Then he will pour the oil, ordain the person. You go back to your seat. He will pour the oil, ordain the person. You go back to your seat. He will pour the oil, ordain the person. Go back to your seat. Then I was the last guy. Then when he got to my turn, he said, "Hey, the oil has finished." In the dream. If my life was going well, that dream would not be something deep. In the middle of a major dry season, it felt like God was against me. Imagine a man you so love and revere and honor, and now you are seeing people who come and tell you, "We had dream. I saw that you anoint me." Me, I had dream. I said the soul oil has finished. Let me tell you, I carried the pain and the fear of what that may mean for 5 years. It doesn't matter what I was doing in ministry. The devil kept telling me, God had rejected you. Yeah, you had a dream. Angel even hug you. Angel Gabriel hug you. Inside your dream. Me, they say, oil has finished. For somebody who has a call to ministry, do you know what that means? It was years later. I was seated in a meeting like this. It was my father and the Lord that was preaching. And he said, the Lord said, there are people here who had powerful visions but misinterpreted it. Are you following what I'm saying? Said there are people here who God showed something very powerful, but they got the interpretation wrong, and it had affected major aspects of their life. The vision of Sphere of Light Church ought to have started years before. We could not start because I saw a dream that said oil had finished. When he gave that word of prophecy, I sat in that meeting with tears. I remember there's one dream like that I have not forgotten for 5 years. That same night I went to bed and I had the same dream again. This time around I saw myself standing on that queue, and new batch of people had come. I was still there wailing and wailing and wailing. Then he said to me, "What are you doing on that queue? This queue is for those who are to be ordained as pastors in the Redeemed Christian Church of God. The other queue is for you, those who believe in what I carry. This is where you should have been." Wow. Sometimes stagnation can come because of one misunderstanding of what God is saying. And somebody is in a fix held up. Held up. Truly God spoke. I read something, all right? The book by John C. Maxwell, Leadership Gold. He was talking about communication. All right? Are you with me? He was talking about communication. Then he gave a story about two guys. He referred to them as lumberjacks. I'd like to recommend that book for people who want to grow in leadership. He said two lumberjacks, that is those who are cutting trees, went to the forest to cut trees. And while they were busy cutting the tree, the axe, the iron part hit the other guy, the blunt part, and he passed out. Okay? Came out of the wood, hit the guy in the head, he passed out. Then the other guy called 911. I said, hey, 911, my friend is here, he's dying. And the fellow at the other side of the call said, relax. At least let's be sure he's dead before you start shouting. The guy said, okay. Then the fellow on the other side of the line heard a loud gunshot. I said, now I'm sure he's dead. You know what he did? So since he's dead, he went to kill him the more. The guy only passed out. What the fellow was communicating is, don't shout, this fellow may still be alive. What he heard is, make sure he's dead. It is not enough that God spoke. It is important you understand it. Something accurate that God said can stagnate you for life if you don't understand it.